Well, hello. I'm here. I promise. I apparently forgot to get my camera ready. I got so busy with everything else. Welcome to the program. I'm here. Told you I'm here. It's the Livin Life and Style Daily Travel Update. I am your host, Eric Tiemann. Show's brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel. That is a full service travel agency. Had to make sure I had my door closed. Obviously, I didn't do all the stuff I needed to do in the first place. So as I was saying, this episode is brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel, a full service travel agency. They can help you with all of your travel needs, everything from and including business and personal leisure business travel and personal leisure vacation travel, up to and including groups. There we go. Got it all out. Whew, that was tough. You can reach them at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. You can also find them on the web at livinlifeandstyle.com. Some awesome news about the website is that some big changes will be coming over the course of about a month. I'm really excited for them. Gonna have some changes coming to the business. I think it'll help me with my processes and will help me with the marketing of the business as well. So I'm excited about that. So, well, today, March 27th, right? 2025. It's a Thursday, and you know what else it is? Do you know what else it is today? It is opening day. Go Royals, baby. Opening day. Got my blue on. I am ready for the season. Going to be getting the FanDuel subscription this year because that's where the Royals games are going to be played. I'm looking forward to sitting down in my theater with my son and watching the Royals play ball. We will touch a little bit more on that towards the end of the show. But first, I have some stuff to bring you. Naturally, that's what I'm here to do. Number one, our first thing up today is the ultimate guide to bringing food on a cruise without breaking the rules from Nicole Cord Cruise. This published earlier today. So, Nicole writes, let me turn my damn phone down so nobody, there we go. That'll make it better. Get that out of the way. Nicole writes, nobody really books a cruise just to eat themselves into a food coma. The real draw? Skipping the logistical nightmare of coordinating multiple flights, train rides, or rental cars, like on regular trips. Instead, on a cruise, you get to glide from one destination to the next with zero effort, no suitcase hauling, or queuing pesky security lines required. Plus, with cruise ships doubling as floating entertainment, doubling as floating entertainment hubs packed with casinos, shows, pools, and bars, the last thing you'll be worried about is where your next meal is coming from. That said, cruise food has come a long way. While you might want to dodge the sad and frankly disgusting breakfast options. Okay, Nicole, look, maybe you don't like breakfast food, but and I will be the first to admit I have seen some sad breakfast options, you know, on cruise ships, on nice cruise ships, and the breakfast options were kind of and even, I wouldn't even say that there aren't some that are frankly disgusting, but I don't think you should paint with such a broad brush, because sometimes the breakfast options are quite good. Many lines, meaning cruise lines, now offer genuinely impressive dining options, indeed, and dining experiences, with some even earning praise for their high-end cuisine. Check out, they have a link there to the five cruise lines with the best food. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead. We may just touch on that. Well, nope. Tomorrow I'm not going to be able to be here, so we'll probably replay an episode. But let me see here. Open link in new tab. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because I'm going to want to talk about that someday. So, anyways, moving on. Plus, since you'll have access to room service and multiple onboard restaurants, starving isn't exactly a concern. No, not at all. But if you're the type who needs their go-to snacks within arm's reach, the good news is you can bring them within reason. While cruise lines are strict about what you can and can't bring aboard, say goodbye to candles, clothes streamers, and pretty much anything that makes fire. Well, yeah. Snacks, what are clothes streamers? Oh, steamers. I should read the words on the screen. Steamers, clothes steamers. I didn't realize clothes steamers could make fire, but okay. I mean, I suppose they have heat. That's how they make the steam. So, okay. Sorry. Clothes streamers. I can't read. It's going to be one of them days. Snacks are mostly fair game. So, yeah. So you can't bring, cruise lines are strict about what you can bring on board. Snacks are mostly fair game. Royal Caribbean, for example, explicitly states in its policy that guests can bring non-perishable prepackaged food in limited quantities, though what qualifies as limited remains a little murky. Carnival Cruise Line has a similar rule, allowing only sealed store-bought snacks, think protein bars, nuts, and candy. No handing them over to the kitchen for storage or prep. If you're dreaming of a meal made for you on demand, you're out of luck. So while you can't smuggle a full charcuterie board onto the ship, you're free to bring your favorite munchies. Just don't go overboard, literally and figuratively, of course. There are limitations as to what snacks you can bring on a cruise, though. Sure, stuffing your suitcase with as many M&Ms and almonds as you can fit sounds like a solid game plan. It does. But don't assume you can bring them however you want. Carnival Cruise Line ambassador John Heald addressed a confused passenger on Facebook who wanted a definitive answer on snack rules. The passenger explained that they used to bring favorites like Lay's chips, Oreo cakesters, Hostess snacks, and zingers, apparently a hot topic, in plastic tubes, but were told these treats were no longer allowed due to COVID-era restrictions. Heald set the record straight. Yes, those snacks are still allowed, but there's a catch. You can't, quote, you can indeed bring all of those with you. Now, I say that having not a sodding, what the hell? He must be British. Now I say that having not a snotting a clue what some of them are, and will have to ask Uncle George for his help with a zinger and a hostess, end quote, he wrote in a post. Quote, but the answer is if they are in factory sealed bags or tubes or packages, they are allowed, end quote. This basically means that your snacks must be in their original factory sealed packaging. If you try to get creative and repackage them in Ziploc bags or Tupperware, you might run into trouble. Of course, cruise snack policies aren't one size fits all. Carnival seems fairly relaxed, but others are stricter. Virgin Voyages only allows medically necessary food, and the budget friendly margarita at sea, they don't allow outside food at all. Before you start hoarding your favorite treats, do check your cruise line's policy, because the last thing you want is to watch security confiscate all of your precious Oreos at the port and either keep them for himself or throw them in the trash. Oh, nothing's more frustrating than seeing your delicious snacks tossed in the garbage bin. So yes, pay attention, read your cruise line's policies, but it does sound like we will be packing some snacks for our Royal Caribbean cruise in June. So good deal there. So moving on, the next little bit of information for you guys today. ALG Vacations have some amazing Cancun deals, and you can hop on them before they run out. ALG Vacations is turning up the heat on Cancun getaways with a series of competitive limited time offers on air-inclusive vacation packages through May 29th, 2025. Oh, I should have announced. This is from James Shillinglaw on the Inside Travel Report. James always bringing the good information. So back to the top. ALG Vacations is turning up the heat on Cancun getaways with a series of competitive limited time offers on air-inclusive vacation packages through May 29th, 2025. Available exclusively through Apple Vacations, FunJet Vacations, and Travel Impressions, these deeply discounted rates provide travelers with premium resort stays, all-inclusive amenities, and Amstar airport transfers, all backed by ALGV's best price guarantee. With each offer available for just 2 weeks, travel advisors are encouraged, that would be me, I am encouraged to act quickly to take advantage of these rotating deals on these premier beach resorts. For example, Cancun resorts are offering up to 59% off of vacation packages until March 27th. That's today. Featured limited time offers for bookings made now through March 27th for travel through December 15th, 2025 include Blue Bay Grand Esmeralda, 3 nights there with air from $499 per person. That's up to 55% savings. Garden View, all inclusive. That means all your food and drinks, peeps. You get the whole damn 3 nights for $500 a person and includes airfare. Sandos Caracol Eco Resort, 3 nights there with air, $529. That's up to $400 of instant savings. Select Superior Adults only, all inclusive. Catalonia Riviera Maya, 3 nights with air, $575. Special discounted rates, premium, all inclusive. Iberostar Waves Paraiso Beach, 3 nights with air from $645. That's up to 55% savings. Premium, all inclusive. Royalton Splash Riviera Cancun, 3 nights with air from $679. Special discounted rates. Luxury Junior Suite, it is also all inclusive. And then the Rio Latino, 3 nights with air from $685 up to 59% savings. Standard Courtyard, it is all inclusive. Each package includes Amstar airport transfers, ensuring seamless arrivals and departures for travel. In addition, United Vacations is offering a Cancun and Tulum promotion featuring $75 in instant savings on air and hotel package bookings from all origins. This is valid for bookings made now through April 3rd. Oh, yeah. And that counts for travel through December 15th of this year with a minimum of a 4-night stay. Travelers can also save up to $200 on vacations to Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central America using promo code SPRINGSAVINGS25. Travel advisors are encouraged. That would be us. I am encouraged to check back every 2 weeks for fresh Cancun deals updated regularly with new hotels and savings. The next Cancun deals will be launched tomorrow on March 28th. Featured properties in the next round of limited time offers include traveler favorites such as Bahia Principe, Grand Tulum, that place is the bomb, Breathless Riviera Cancun Resort and Spa, also an incredible place. Catalona, Yucatan Beach, I'm not familiar with that. Dreams is always a great time. Dreams Sands Cancun Restaurant and Spa. The Grand Oasis Cancun, Grand Riviera Princess, All Suites Resort and Spa, Ocean Coral and Turquesa, Rio, Yucatan, and Royalton Riviera Cancun. Oh my man, if I can get a deal on Royalton Riviera, I may be going back. That was one of the most incredible places I've ever been. Pricing and package details will be announced soon. You can find all of this at ALG Vacations, or just the easier way to do it is to call Livin Life and Style Travel at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. Give them a call. You can find them on the web at livinlifeandstyle.com. And you can send a request to get a phone call and to discuss what travel ideas you have. But these are some fantastic deals you can get with airfare for less than $700 per person, all inclusive for 3 and 4 night stays. That's pretty amazing. You definitely want to check that out. All right. I've got another interesting tab to share here with you. Another interesting article. I'm very interested in this myself. I am a Royal Caribbean specialist. I am not an MSC specialist, but I do recognize that MSC is working very hard to compete with Royal Caribbean. And I'm going to be excited to get an opportunity to go on an MSC cruise at some point in time in the near future. So from U.S. News and World Report, Holly Johnson is bringing us this article about MSC versus Royal Caribbean, 12 major differences. That way you can find out how MSC Cruises stacks up against Royal Caribbean in a range of important categories. And there are a range. Let's see here. As we're moving down here, that is an MSC cruise ship. Holly writes, one of the primary choices to make when planning a cruise vacation is which cruise line to travel with. This decision can be based on a variety of factors, including costs, available itineraries, programming for kids or adults, and even aligns private island experiences, among other features. One of the things we had to consider was where we wanted to sail, the itinerary, of course, but not all cruise lines sail certain itineraries at certain times. So very important. So how do you choose between MSC Cruises and Royal Caribbean International? Well, it can be tricky, mostly because these cruise companies are so different. Below, we compare both lines based on the most important factors to help you decide. The MSC versus Royal Caribbean comparison chart. So we'll go down the list here real quick, and then we'll get into the details. On cost, the winner is MSC. That is for sure. Ship sizes is a tie. Food is a tie. Staterooms goes to Royal Caribbean. Activities is a tie. Itineraries is a tie. I find that one hard to believe. Royal Caribbean just has so many more itineraries. Drink packages goes to MSC Cruises. Live shows goes to Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean does have fantastic shows. Kids programming goes to MSC Cruises. Adults only offerings is a tie. Shore excursions is a tie. And the private, I find that hard to believe as well. But hey, that speaks to what MSC is doing. The private island experiences are a tie. So let's get into the deets, shall we? On cost, MSC is the winner. If you're comparing cruises on costs alone, you'll almost always save money with MSC Cruises. This is partly due to the line's ongoing sales, as well as MSC's Kids Cruise free promotions. However, itineraries with MSC generally cost less, regardless of the ship and itinerary you choose. As an example, we priced out 7-night cruises out of Port Canaveral, Florida, for sailings on both MSC Cruises and Royal Caribbean in April 2025. The prices we received for a balcony room for 2 adults and 2 children ages 10 and 12 on MSC Seashore and Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. The quoted price for MSC Cruises was around $2,600 for our family of 4, whereas cruising with Royal Caribbean would cost just over $4,700. Both cruises costs include taxes and fees for a family cruising in a single balcony room, but they do not include cruise ship gratuities. The other thing I would be curious of is comparing MSC Seashore to Wonder of the Seas. Hold on, let's see if I can look this up real quick. I was just kind of curious as to when both of those were built. Newer ships are more expensive. They just are, because they're in higher demand. So Wonder of the Seas is an Oasis class and built in 2022, right? MSC. Let me look this up here real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Where are you at? There you are. MSC Seashore. No one said Seashore. Oh, I was built in 2021, so that is a very, very good comparison. This is why we look things up, right? So the Seashore, I mean, very, very fair comparison, and therefore, yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue. I mean, that's a $2,100 in savings for the sailing. Ship sizes, that's a tie, and especially with what MSC has been rolling out here recently. Royal Caribbean has 29 cruise ships within its fleet now, whereas MSC Cruises has 23. Wow, they have that many? I had no idea. Both of those counts include the line's newest vessels, which will be sailing soon. MSC Cruises World America, which I might get a chance to get on later this year, which debuts in April 2025, and Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas, set to debut in summer of 2025. Both lines have a plethora of ships you can choose from, all with unique itineraries in various parts of the world. Royal Caribbean tends to have larger ships with huge passenger counts. Icon of the Seas holds a maximum of 7,600 passengers. That thing is a beast. That appeals to some passengers more than others. MSC Cruises also has some larger vessels. The new World America will hold up to 6,700 passengers. It's more in line with the Oasis class ships of Royal Caribbean, and that's mixed in with smaller ships for cruisers who prefer a more intimate onboard experience. And Royal Caribbean has plenty of smaller ships too. That makes sense why they would consider that a tie. The food is also a tie. Man, I really like Royal Caribbean's food. I was really impressed with their food when we were on Royal Caribbean last year. When it comes to dining options, the best option is always based on personal preference. This is why Royal Caribbean and MSC Cruises tie in this category. Both lines feature fresh and delicious dining options that appeal to nearly any taste. MSC Cruises is a Switzerland-based cruise line that boasts a range of itineraries throughout Europe, and it's known for offering Mediterranean-style cuisine with a focus on fresh fruits and vegetables, homemade pizzas and pastas, cheeses, and international fare. The line also features a range of specialty restaurants that vary by ship, including a signature steakhouse called Butcher's Cut, Kaito Sushi, or maybe Kaito Sushi, and Teppanyaki, the Ocean Cay seafood restaurant, and more. Royal Caribbean also features incredible dining options, from typical buffet to main dining room options. Specialty restaurants unique to Royal Caribbean include Johnny Rockets, the Chops Grilled Steakhouse is so good, Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, and more there as well, like Izumi Sushi Bar. Izumi, yeah, Izumi. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, good stuff from Royal Caribbean. Johnny Rockets is really good. Chops Grill, man, that was a very good steakhouse. I was very impressed with that. The staterooms, Royal Caribbean is the winner in staterooms because they have some of the most awesome suites available. As you can see by that picture, right? That is the family rooms. That is the family suite. It's on the back of the boat. Your balcony looks right out at the Aqua Theater, so you can watch all the shows in the Aqua Theater. You have a slide from the second story. There's a game room in there. That place is awesome. Okay. While MSC Cruises has some spectacular cruise cabins, especially in the exclusive MSC Yacht Club area of its ships, Royal Caribbean has more over-the-top room options overall. For example, suite staterooms on some Royal Caribbean vessels feature up to 2,766 square feet of space with room for up to 9 guests. That's bigger than my house. I'm just saying, bigger than my house. Royal Caribbean also features some multi-level family suites with unique amenities you don't find on other ships. For example, the Ultimate Family Suite, as I showed above on Symphony of the Seas, Spectrum of the Seas, and Wonder of the Seas, features in-room video games, its own cinema, and an in-suite slide and climbing feature, a private hot tub, table tennis, and more. Like, are you kidding me? I so want to stay in one of those. Like, man, my youngest kid it turns 13 in June. I don't have a lot of time to enjoy something like this as a grown adult child. Opportunities. Activities. The winner is a tie yet again. Activities are another factor that's difficult to compare across lines because different passengers want to do different things on their cruises. Both MSC Cruises and Royal Caribbean do a good job of offering a range of activities for cruisers of all ages to take part in. Royal Caribbean activities vary by ship, but can include parties and games, casinos, and nightlife. Some of the line's ships feature unique things to do, like riding a boomerang slide, ziplining, surfing on a flow rider, and taking part in mini golf or bumper cars. Meanwhile, MSC Cruises vessels. I don't think you should have multiple plurals behind each other, but I do think that's right because it is MSC Cruises and it is their vessels. Anyway, MSC Cruises vessels offer many of the same entertainment options with options such as casinos, Formula One simulators, cool, 4D cinemas, arcades, and cooking classes. Some ships even have extravagant features like the roller coaster on the MSC Seascape. Lots to do on those boats. I'm telling you right now. And the one thing on every Royal Caribbean ship that you can get is on every Royal Caribbean ship, they have a rock climbing wall. That's been that way for a long time. Itineraries is also a tie. When it comes to itineraries on each cruise line, you may find options you like with either one. This all depends on where you want to travel on your cruise and in which part of the world you're cruising. And it also depends on what time of the year you want to go because the itineraries change throughout the year. Both lines have their advantages when it comes to itineraries. For example, MSC Cruises is one of the most popular cruise lines in Europe, so it offers more itineraries throughout the Mediterranean, the Adriatic, and Northern Europe. Meanwhile, Royal Caribbean currently offers cruises to Alaska, while MSC Cruises does not introduce Alaska cruises until 2026, and Royal Caribbean is also the king of the Caribbean. They are. Drink packages. MSC Cruises wins on drink packages, and this does not surprise me. Royal Caribbean's drink packages can be pricey. I mean, you need to find them on sale. Me and my wife don't even we just get the soda package because it's nice and cheap, and whatever alcohol we want to drink, we just drink. That's what we do. Both MSC and Royal Caribbean offer drink packages that let cruisers pay up front for all or most of the beverages during a sailing. Packages can be basic with the option for non-alcoholic drinks only, or they can include all types of drinks with or without alcohol. Royal Caribbean's top-tier deluxe drink package even includes milkshakes at Johnny Rockets, along with wine, cocktails, beer, coffee, tea, soda, and nearly everything else you can drink on a Royal Caribbean ship, except from the Starbucks. They have their own specialty coffee bar, so you can get your specialty type coffees on Royal Caribbean, but Starbucks always costs. MSC Cruises stands out for its premium extra beverage package, which can be purchased or applied automatically when you book a suite in the MSC Yacht Club section of the ship. This drink package includes nearly anything you might want to drink, from cocktails and beers from around the world to fresh fruit smoothies, protein drinks, and mineral water. The premier extra package from MSC also includes champagne by the glass, as well as premium Italian coffee drinks made fresh at any of the cruise line's bars. Live shows. This is Royal Caribbean all day. MSC Cruises has plenty of live entertainment, including singers, dancers, and Broadway style shows. However, Royal Caribbean stands out in this category due to the unique live entertainment options offered on board. For starters, Royal Caribbean features a range of live shows you have probably heard of before across its vessels, with Broadway musicals like Cats, Hairspray, and Mamma Mia on some of its sailings. We watched Grease and we loved it. Newer vessels are equipped with an incredible aqua theater, which is awesome. And that boasts over and underwater feats like synchronized swimming and high dives. Some ships also have ice skating rinks. That was on Harmony of the Seas. We saw a professional ice skating performance, and it was an awe-inspiring show. Yeah, Royal Caribbean's shows are freaking incredible. The kids program, MSC Cruises winning the kids program. This kind of surprised me. Royal Caribbean does have a very robust kids program. Both cruise lines cater to families with children of all ages. So this is a difficult category to compare. However, MSC Cruises does have an edge because of its kids clubs for different age groups and endless onboard activities. Not only does MSC Cruises have five levels of children's and teens clubs for different age groups from 0 to 17, because like most only have like 3, but the line offers onboard Lego experiences, kids cooking classes and competitions, sports tournaments, and talent shows. Families with kids can also take part in a disco with the MSC Cruises mascot, a giant sun named Doremi. Okay. Royal Caribbean also offers kids clubs for kids and teens, plus a range of onboard activities like art classes, science labs, and interactive games. The adults only offerings is a tie. MSC Cruises, yeah, that's the solarium. The only time I've been on Royal Caribbean, we had the boy with us. We could not go into the solarium because it's adults only, and we could not convince the kid to go in and take any time in the kids club. Next time, and I don't think we're on Navigator this season. I don't think it has a solarium. Okay. Zuosha. All right, there we go. The winner on adults only areas is a tie. MSC Cruises features adults only pools and lounge areas with bars on ships like MSC Divina, MSC Seaside, and MSC Meraviglia. These adults only pools are typically free to use, and they offer a nice escape from other areas of the ship where the kids are running around. They also tend to be at the aft of MSC vessels. That's interesting. That's different than Royal Caribbean, which makes them excellent for enjoying the ocean views. Most MSC cruise vessels also have an exclusive solarium for adults who want to relax or soak up the sun. Entry into this area of the ship is included if you book the Aria experience on your sailing, but you can also pay for entry. The charges vary. Meanwhile, Royal Caribbean ships, they tend to have a glass enclosed solarium for adults only. Also, some vessels limit entry into the solarium to cruisers with a certain level of elite status or room class. Royal Caribbean does offer an adults only area called Hideaway Beach on its private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. However, entry charges do apply, and they can be steep, and they do sell out. Shore excursions is a tie. Both cruise lines offer a range of shore excursions and destinations around the world, and many of the line's excursions overlap. Costs vary by ship and by trip, and both lines let cruisers book excursions within their online cruise account or with a travel agent before their sailing. Shore excursions offered on Royal Caribbean include adventure tours, culinary tours, deep sea fishing, city tours, snorkeling, and more. Cruises excursions include much of the same, including snorkeling, diving, and boat tours, and guided tours of some of the world's most impressive historical sites. The private island experiences coming in as a tie. This surprises me because I haven't been to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, but I've been to other private islands, and I've obviously as a specialist of Royal Caribbean, I've done plenty of reading and viewing of what's going on at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and it's pretty amazing. So this, I think, more than anything, says a lot for what MSC has going on at the MSC's Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. So it is a tie. The two cruise lines tie in this category since they each have their own private island in the Bahamas. MSC's Ocean Cay Marine Reserve and Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Another factor that led to the tie is just how different these islands are and how they might appeal to totally different cruisers. Perfect Day at Coco Cay is a great time for families who want to stay busy all day long. This private island features giant water slides, pools with swim-up bars, an adults-only beach, a zip line, and a helium balloon ride, just to name a few features. MSC Cruises Ocean Cay Marine Reserve is more likely to attract cruisers who want to relax in the sun, enjoy the beauty of the ocean, or both. Ocean Cay skips the water rides and the swim-up bars in favor of a more natural experience instead. The island is a true marine reserve that aims to help preserve the oceans and coral reefs, and the cruise line has relocated more than 400 coral colonies in its effort to preserve the island so far. Ocean Cay was also built as a low-impact island, meaning accommodations were developed to minimize the effect on the environment. Visitors to Ocean Cay get the opportunity to snorkel with stunning marine life, enjoy the sun and sand in peace on one of the island's 8 world-class beaches, or take part in organized games and activities. Also note that Ocean Cay has a separate beach area, bar, and restaurant reserved only for yacht club guests. Well, we appreciate that update. Holly Johnson, fantastic information about MSC versus Royal Caribbean. That is just fantastic. But it's time to move on to the topic of the day. I need to increase the size on this screen here real quick so everybody can read it. It's opening day, baby. It's opening day for baseball. It's finally opening day. Here's why you should savor every second. This is from Will Leitch. I'm going with Leitch, like it's German. So the long vowel sound is the second vowel. Leitch. Will Leitch from MLB.com earlier this morning. In some ways, opening day is just another day of baseball. I mean, yeah, but no. 1 out of 162 games in a long and winding season. But it doesn't feel like that right now, does it? No, it does not. We're excited because it's about to get started. No. As a Thursday's first pitch approaches, it feels like a heaping jug of water after crawling through the desert, like sunlight after months of hibernation, like you, to paraphrase Rogers Hornsby, spent an entire winter staring out the window, and someone finally showed up to open it and let you out. I find myself wanting to have 14 different screens in front of me today, each featuring a different game, all spread out in front of me. I don't want to miss a thing. I want to absorb every second of it. But this is not generally how we consume baseball. Every pitch is important. Every game matters today, but they do, in the end, all matter equally. Opening day feels bigger than it actually is. You get used to baseball happening every day as the season goes along, and that's what's so great about it. Baseball is routine. It is constant and that brings comfort. Opening day is wonderful because we've been without baseball for so long. It's a reminder of what you missed, but in a week, you'll forget that you ever missed it. That's how baseball season works. Once we're in the middle of it, we take it for granted. We always end up taking the best, most important things for granted. We don't appreciate how lost we'd be without them until they're gone. So many of baseball's best are going to be on display today. You're going to see Paul Skeens. You're going to see Aaron Judge. You're going to see Shohei Ohtani, though not pitching, not quite yet because he's still coming back from injury. You're going to see Juan Soto in a Mets jersey, Blake Snell in a Dodgers jersey, Alex Bregman in a Red Sox jersey. You're going to see your favorite team run out onto the field with infinite possibilities laying out before them. They're in first place after all. Maybe this is the year. I can't believe you didn't mention Bobby Witt Jr. Dang it. Get with it. I'm teasing, Will. I'm teasing. You can't name them all, can you? You can't name them all. That's all to be soaked up, to be reveled in and savored. I know I'll be doing that all day. It's what we have waited for, but it's still abnormal. The true joy of baseball is what happens every day for the next 6 months. There are 14 games on Thursday, 9 more on Friday, 15 on Saturday, 13 on Sunday, 14 on Monday, and on and on and on it will go. It will continue like that all the way deep into September. One school year will end, another school year will begin, and we will still be playing baseball. Man, I love this sport. I love this season. My boy's getting started. He's got a tournament this week. It's gonna be great. Do you know what you'll be doing in September? Do you know what life's going to be like? Do you know anything about September 2025 in this chaotic world at all? Here's the one thing you do know. There will be baseball, because the point of the baseball season is that it is always happening. That's what I will try to remember this opening day, and what I encourage you to try to remember as well. We don't know where the season will go. We just know that it will go. It's a blessing, a gift. I'm going to appreciate it every minute today. I probably won't do as good of a job appreciating it next month, much less in August, but it'll be just as important. It'll mean just as much, and I'll miss it just as much when it's gone. Baseball is back. How did we ever make it through the long, cold winter without it? Woo! I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. The Royals got a squad this year. They look good. Thank you, Will, for a great article and getting me fired up for the day. One more thing for anybody out there who is a Royals fan. Just thought I would share with you the Royals opening day lineup. We got Cole Reagans going against, was it Tanner Bybee? I think that's how you say his name. Tanner Bybee. Cleveland, lazy, not getting their lineup in time. But the Royals, they're going to be rolling out Jonathan India at third base, then Bobby Witt Jr. at short. Vinny Pasquantino is going to be the DH today. That's good. We have Sal Perez behind home plate, aggressively attacking Hall of Fame status. Michael Massey will be playing at the Keystone. Hunter Renfroe in right. MJ Melendez in left. Kevin Biggio, a new addition, will be starting at first while the Pasquatch is DHing. And Kyle Isabel patrolling center field. Man, it's time. Baseball is here. Go Royals. I'm going to hop off here, get the rest of my day going. And I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you get a chance to take some time, take in your favorite baseball team on opening day. My fantasy baseball league starts today. Man, got a lot going on. It's exciting that spring has arrived. All right, folks. I'm going to hop off here. Oh, yeah, the Sweet 16 starts today, too. Are you kidding me? It's one of the greatest times in sports, of the sports calendar. I love it. I love it. All right, everybody, have a great afternoon. I will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. with another Livin Life and Style daily travel update. It is brought to you by Livin Life and Style Travel. You can reach them at 816-744-1405. They can help you with all of your travel needs, from business travel to all of your personal, leisure, vacation travel, up to and including groups. Once again, you can reach them at 816-744-1405. That's 816-744-1405. You can also find them on the web at livinlifeinstyle.com. That is LIVINLIFENSTYLE.com. All right, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your opening day. Be good out there, and I will see you tomorrow.